Welcome everyone to another cast of The Lord of the Rings, The Battle for Middle-earth 2, The Rise of the Witch King, patch 2.027. I am your caster Farron, and today's matchup will be a 4 vs 4 on Lanthir Lamath. This cast was actually, or this replay was actually recommended to me by a player named SpecialGue in his Twitch stream, and it was just a good recommendation. It is a wonderful game, lots of powerful stuff, lots of fun, cheeky stuff going on all around. And it's just a wonderful, just a fun thing to watch. Now let's get into it. So in the bottom, we have, starting as Mordor, is going to be J2 Shots. His ally as support is going to be Belsebub as men. Over on the right side, support is going to be crDT as Goblins. And spawning in as Dwarves is going to be SpecialGue himself on the front line. Up in the north, you have Angmar. Spawning in as Angmar is going to be Hombre. His support ally is going to be Dwarves. Spawning in as Dwarves is going to be Jaberwauke. Over across the way on the left side of the map, you're going to have Hkon spawning in actually as Goblins, and the final player is going to be spawning in as Goblins. It is going to be Grieven. A lot of widespread here. Belsebub, a very strong player, also going support here. You got crDT, I've heard a lot about him, and Jaberwauke, and Grieven and J2 Shots. All SpecialGue, I've heard a lot about all these players, a lot of them back in the day when MasterCloud was a great caster and casted a lot of games. Hombre placing a beacon there, wondering who's going to be getting that outpost, as those outposts are very important in Lanthir Lamath. There are 2 of them on each side of the river, and they each get 60 resources of tick, if I'm correct. That is the equivalent of 2 to 3 farms, depending on which time of the map, or the time of the game you're looking at. Alright, so J2 Shots is going for 2 orc pits. He's going for the standard 1 vs 1 strat, as he is on the front, while his ally Belsebub is going for stables after getting full eco. He is going to be going for cav support. crDT here is going to be going for a Goblin cave span as support. Not what you typically see as a support player for Goblins. He's going for his 4th tunnel now. It's kind of a little bit late for that 4th tunnel, you would think. Meanwhile, SpecialGue is going for the typical Dwarven start of a Hall of Warriors and then a mine right next to it, and then more mines. Meanwhile, you've got Grieven going for the typical Goblin cave start. You got over here is... Excuse me, I'm not in the right viewing position. Over here we have Hkon going for the spider pit start. Probably going to go for some links, just going for some links. You got Jaberwauke. He's got a lot of buildings already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. I think he started with, started off at just a 6. I said started a lot there. But 6 mines there before he gets his Hall of Warriors up at all. He's now getting his phalanx going out. crDT looking to harass on Hombre here, who actually went for the Hall of Warriors, but did go full eco before that. So most players actually going full eco before any production buildings going out. Belsebub placing the beacon there, noticing the forward mine by Grieven there, could be very important. Another builder there also by Grieven, as Grieven now has a large force of Goblins coming in to counter this orc spam from J2 Shots. You have some slings come from Hkon moving in to start doing some harass. Meanwhile, J2 Shots has some orcs of his own on harass. crDT has taken actually the outpost over here on the opponent's side of the river in the north side. His Goblins there are going to get taken out, but he's going to get a couple of ticks. Actually, that's 50 resources a pop, not 60. I was mistaken there. crDT has more Goblin Warriors there, as well as SpecialGue placing a beacon, as it looks like Hombre has actually gotten some... some Gundabad Warriors trying to... I was thinking Angmar, I had to think for a second about Gundabad. Gundabad Warriors sneaking around the back of SpecialGue's base, but not able to find anything really to counter. But here comes some Goblin spam to counter that. Grieven placing a beacon, and it looks like actually that is an unsummoned Thrall. He's going to try and summon, but is not going to be summoned in soon enough, and that Thrall is going to go down. That is actually going to be a setback. It's not a whole lot of resources, but it is a lot of time spent there. SpecialGue now pushing across the river towards Jaburwauke there. Jaburwauke has taken the outpost now, but SpecialGue looking to maybe knock it down. crDT able to fend off that attack by Hombre. Hombre and crDT now leaving each other at the riverside. A beacon by J2 Shots is a lot more of that spam of Goblins is coming in from Grieven. But again, Belsebub going cav against 2 Goblin opponents. It's going to be a good start, because at least one of them is going to go for the Goblin spam. Now J2 Shots pushing across the river with some Orc Warriors, but out comes 4 or 5 battalions of Goblin Warriors. You're going to counter those very easily. However, here comes Belsebub in with this cavalry. He's got 2 units of Rohirrim out now. He's going straight for Rohirrim, not going for any Gondor Knights. Those Lings now doing some damage to those to the eco special guests now. Trying to run around, use some builder kills, more than 1 battalion running around. crDT now pushing across with a large goblin spam towards Hombre. Hombre has a few battalions, or a battalion of Goonbed warriors and lots of Rudar axe throwers walking around, as well as a Hwaldar out. I did see that, I did not mention it before earlier. A Brand now out for a special guest. I don't see any other heroes on the map. crDT now getting his spider pit up. He's going to get some Lings or Spider Raiders going one or the other. Hombre now, pincer moving on crDT here, trying to take him out here. Actually, there's Gollum there. I just saw him over here in the corner here. Might come into play later in the game. I did not realize that there was a ring on in this game. That is actually a battle wagon. He has a Jaberwauke has a Forge Works out, and now there's 2 battle wagons out in the field for him. Battle wagons very good against the Goblin Stand. Battle wagons can just trample most things. They have the Men of Dale upgrades. The fact that they can get personalized, like you can customize them with different upgrades on them, is a very powerful advantage. Grieven now having to defend a little bit against this cavalry from Belsebub, actually. Belsebub's got 4 battalions of Rohirrim there. They're going to start trampling and doing some damage as Grieven places a beacon letting his allies know about that. Hombre now pushing back across the river, trying to get Brand there. Not really going to get him probably, but that Hillman leadership from... The Hillman leadership, yeah, that's correct. From Hwaldar there, considering Hombre is going for full Hwaldar or full Angmar spam, it's going to be very useful. Sorry, full Rudar spam. He's got actually no pikes in there. He has a lot of axe throwers and 2 Wounded Warriors. He's got some more Thrallmasters coming in. The cav from Belsebub now retreating back across the river. I believe Belsebub does have a well up to heal up his cav. He has some Rangers out now, and they just creeped the Spiderling layer there. Now a barracks over Belsebub, but Hombre now pushing back up on Special Guest base there. crDT has some Lings out of his own. They have the Venom Sacks on them, I believe. And they are able to do some poison damage. Now a battle wagon for Special Guest. It does not have any upgrades. He's going to be going for the Banner Carrier now. He's going to give his troops and all nearby allies a buff. Might want to go for the Men of Dale, maybe for a Hearth. But that'll work too. Over here you got Grieven with a whole lot of Goblin spam. He's going for the full-on Goblin spam. He now has 5 Goblin Caves. So he can just produce 5 Goblin Caves every cycle of unit production. Might want to tech up to maybe some half-trolls or giants, cave trolls maybe, as it seems that Hkon has gone for the fissure now and is now going for Spider Riders. He has some half-trolls coming across. Now a major engagement here. Belsebub coming in though with his cab. Not a whole lot of pikes again from Hombre here, and Belsebub able to do a lot of just cleanup here. Now some Rudar Spearmen. Just Rudar Spearmen coming in. They're going to be able to counter that, but not enough, I don't think, there to counter a large army of cav. Some Zealots actually now out for Jaberwauke, as he now has a level 3 Hall of Warriors. Grieven now pushing across the river, doing some damage here, has a large force of probably like 10 battalions of Goblin Warriors, and then will take out 2 Slaughterhouses. Not actually a decent trade for that amount of Goblin Warriors, but still a decent trade right there, as he's able to keep his allies pinned down on the back foot, and also take out 2 of their resource production structures. Now the Spider Raiders out for Hkon, looking to take care of this annoying orc spam. All spams are kind of annoying in my opinion, as it's just so annoying, wave after wave of the opponent just coming at you, no relenting. Although the Dwarven attack is a lot worse, because the Dwarven Guardians are a very tanky unit, able to take a lot of damage, and they will be, and with buff leadership like that, they can take many tramples and still survive. There's Battle Wagon from Jaberwauke, and he now has 3 on the field. Is he looking to get another one? He is getting another one. He's going for the Battle Wagon lane, as is patented by Andy San. Over here you have Hkon with some Spider Raiders, Lings, and half-trolls trying to push back across the river. Some Tower Guards and Rangers from Belsebub here. In addition to his massive cav army, he now has Angmar out. Angmar is level 2, has the Spear Throw. At level 4 he gets the Outlaw leadership. Just heard Gollum just died there with a ring there. It looks like it was the battle wagons of the Men of Dale. They were running over there, and then they left, and Gollum actually died. No one moving in to take the ring at the moment, though. Perhaps it's too early in the game, they think, and don't want to take it and become a public enemy number one. Grieven with a lot more goblin spam. I believe he has now teched up to, he's teched up to the half trolls, and he is upgrading his fissures now. A very good move this early in the game. However, the cab now moving in by Belsebub up that mountain pass there, narrow mountain pass, which I do not see on the other side, and I kind of wish there was one on this side as well. But that a cab now, not going for a fort, it's going to go for some eco damage here. Going to be successful for the most part if they can stay away from those half trolls. Now the ring's still going on to untaken. A large engagement here at this river crossing. A lot of Rudar axe throw, or excuse me, Rudar spearmen. Mordor now out. Some zealots are level 2. The debuff on the goblins, and it looks like with all these forces here by Hombre and Jaberwauke versus just the debuffed goblin warriors, maybe some Lynx and Spider Riders. Not much in the way from SpecialGue besides a Dwarven Guardian Battalion and a French Brand. And it looks like the southern team is going to be pushed back across the river. The charge attack going in from the SpecialGue Guardians, though, running in the middle. And actually, the charge attack does give a buff, but the disadvantage is it runs you right into the middle of the enemy battalion and you start taking flanking damage. Jaburwauke now pushed across the river with another massive horde of goblin warriors. This is where the cab would be fantastic. If you get like 5 or 6 battalions of cab, you can just run this, like most of this all over right around there. You might want to take some of these goblin warriors and flank them around, do some flanking damage, and just get on the side and deal more damage. Belsebub's cab now doing more harass in the back. Eco damage to Hkon is going to be a lot, as he's going to take out much of his eco here. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 eco buildings he could have taken out here. Grieven's got some half-trolls coming in, but that one half-troll battalion is not going to be enough. However, this fort from Hkon is going to be safe for the moment, as those half-trolls are just too close. Grieven now advancing on the base of J2 Shots. J2 Shots not done a whole lot besides an orc spam this game so far. He does have some German trolls coming out though, and those will be useful with the leadership buff and the fear. The ring from Golem is still not taken by either team. I would expect the northern team to take it because the southern team is so far pushed back. There's a Hobbit summon going down from, I believe it was Belsebub. Was it a Hobbit summon? I don't see, where was the Hobbit summon? Was it Jaberwauke's? Oh no, it was Belsebub's there. Actually a snowbind going down, it seems on the wrong building. It goes down on the wall hub there instead of the fortress, and this fortress is going to continue to take damage from Belsebub's cab army. There goes the Field of Gladriel, or Vile Gladriel, however you pronounce it, by Frodo there, doing some fear damage, but it's not going to be enough as those phalanxes are going to come in and they're going to slay Frodo, and Frodo has failed Gandalf once again. Now it looks like J2 Shots is able to mop up that the goblin spam there, along with the help of these rangers. Maybe a few more rangers, and they would easily melt through all those goblin warriors. Let's take a look at the powers here. So for J2 Shots, we have 8 power points, 2 level 5s, Tainlan and Eye of Sauron, 200 out of 315 and 315 out of 575. You have Belsebub over here is 13 power points. You actually got a beacon going down by Grieven. He's saying, watch out for all this stuff over here. But back to the power points. We got 14 power points, 15 now for Belsebub. He is really rocketing in the power points here, getting quite a lot. Not sure what Grieven was signaling right there. But Belse now has Southern Rohan allies. He has the Hobbit allies and a rally call. 285 and 754 out of 875. Some Fire Drake Broods now out for it seems. That are those honks or Grievens? Those are honks. And it seems that honk actually means to get up to the level 3 fissure there. This cab army now scattered and running away. Meanwhile, back at the power points, you have Grieven over here, Goblins, a Tainlan and a Scavenger, 5 and a 10, 4 power points, 1,000 resources, and 741 out of 750. So almost command point cap. Special guest over here has 3,000. He's cash flowing quite a lot. Not sure what he's going to go back down. He's going to purchase a lot. But for the 2,300, heal and rally costs 2 5s and a 7. 414 or 400 out of 735. You have Jaberwauke over here as Dwarves. He has similar tower and rebuild. That's 5 and the 10, 7 power points, 2,000 resources, 696 out of 725. You have crDT over here as Goblin. He's got 1 level 5 power point and 9 power points. Not doing a whole lot there in terms of power points. Not really getting much. He is, however, doing a goblin spam, and it's not really working too well for him. Actually, a lot of battle wagons there. 6 from Jaberwauke. It seems that 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are Men of Dale, one with the banners and one with the hearts. That's actually a great combination. crDT, however, with 7,000, he is cash flowing quite a lot. crDT's Azog actually hurt quite well. Grieven once again pushing with the Goblin spam, and 200 out of 700 for crDT. Hombre for Angmar, he has 2,000 and 764 out of 850, 8 power points, and all 3 of his 5s. Hkon has a 5 and a 10, the same as Grieven, Tane Land and Scavenger, 5 power points, 1,000 resources, and 352 out of 950 command points. Alright, Hombre and Jaberwauke actually looking like they've pretty much won their side of the river. They have now pushing hard across the river. And I think I missed it, but it looks like someone got the ring. Was that Jaberwauke? Jaberwauke did not get the ring, so I would assume Hombre. Hombre did get the ring there. So we could see a Sauron coming out later on in the game. Grieven with a Goblin spam. Now it's more spread out. The Spiderlings actually aggroed on those guys. They're going to run away. A Shelob now out for Grieven. Looks like that Belsebub has gone for some upgrades. He has the blacksmith here, and he's gotten all of his upgrades purchased there. He does not have the banner carries. He might want to go for banner carries in case he wants to get, so he can get, ooh, excuse me, a burp there. So he can get the banners on his rangers and get the long shot ability. If he can get enough rangers with long shot, they can equal pretty much an arrow volley. But now Hombre and Jaberwauke looking to start pushing across the river. That summon lone tower from Jaberwauke going to help hold land there. The battle wagon for the banner there for special guest is going to go in for the trample, and there is just nothing there in the front there, but phalanxes and Rudar Spearman, and it's going to get taken out. Looks like it's a demolisher by special guest. Not sure what he's trying to do with that. I think it was a Wildman summon there. Perhaps a Wildman summon? I couldn't tell what that was. But the cavalry from Belsebub now coming in, but with all those Rudar Spearmen. Oh my gosh, that is so many command points by Hombre. Hombre actually sitting at 817 command points, and that is all of it right there. That has got to be like 10 battalions of Thrallmasters. J2 shots, and Belsebub able to hold the side. This Spiderling layer still not being creeped, and it's kind of being a little annoying as it's harassing. I heard a Drogoth now for crDT has come out. It's at level 1. Grieven places a beacon as Belsebub goes with his Cav army onto the fortress of Hombre, but Hombre's fortress has already got the ice wall, or the ice frozen fortress, basically. I can't remember what the name is. It's just not escaping me at the moment. But he's gotten that in his fortress, as well as Direwolf kennels, arrow towers, and then the snowbind. And he is J2 shots, or excuse me, Belsebub is not going to be victorious there. Grieven now engaging J2 shots in the middle with a massive force, including is that Hkon? That's Hkon's, actually. Hkon has some cave trolls, along with some giants from Grieven there. J2 shots engaging alone, he is probably not going to be able to hold there, especially with the loss of that drummer there. crDT is there with some spider riders, but that's not going to be enough. Hkon with a tunnel here, but this is probably going to be spotted, and it's been spotted. It's going to be taken down by all these Orc warriors. You might want to get a better surround there. Gorko, however, in the mine, he might just get out right there. Cav army by Hkon there, going to try and chase down the Cav army of Belsebub. Belsebub's Cav army once again taking a big hit, like it was over there earlier. There's actually a Witch King out for Hombre, and that could be very useful in a melee fight. Hombre placing a beacon as he says, we need to push in, and actually I think he was letting him know that his the Men of Dale and this Summon Lone Tower, I believe it's Summon Lone Tower, are just sniping out these level 4 zealots. Level 4 zealots, very good. There's actually a battalion of Cav here by Belsebub there, sitting in the back. Might want to get banner carriers and put them on there so they can regen. Now 2 Fire Drake Broods out for Hkon, I believe. Actually, Hkon and perhaps, I think I miscounted the battalions. Those are both Fire Drake Broods out for Hkon. The Cav, the Spider Riders from Hkon now going and taking out the catapults. A Witch King over here, that could prove very helpful at tipping the tides. But it looks like J2 Shots is trying to push up the middle. However, he is using, once again, regular orcs. At this time in the game, you would think he would have upgraded to, he is just upgraded his orc pit, but he's producing regular orc warriors. You might want to upgrade to black orc warriors. I would recommend he would get the banner carriers though first, because if they can get the banner carrier ability on the black orc warriors, they can do some serious damage. It's a serious buff to them. However, that Witch King now up to level 3 has the Dread Wrath, and he charges in on these Rangers by Belsebub. Belsebub, he can get that swing on that clump of Rangers there by Belsebub. That could be fatal. Belsebub does spread them out, but then again, I mean, the Witch King is still going to be able to track them down and hunt them down and do some serious damage, along with the Spider Riders from Hkon is going to be very useful. crDT now with a massive Spider Rider army, as well as a Glowing out and a Brand now out for Special Guest. Special Guest Glowing level 5, and his Brand is Dane actually now out as well. And Brand level 6. Dane is only level 1 though. He provides leadership, but he does not have the Stubborn Pride Fear Resist ability. Now Belse's Cav army moving in, trying to help defend J2 Shot's base from that Giant, and they do effectively stop that Giant. Gore kill now for Grieven is level 4. He is on a Scorpion, and he's going to be running away with that very glitchy, buggy, annoying Scorpion. The Cav army from Belsebub now moving over to the west side of the map, potentially looking to sneak up the side, Fountain Pass maybe again, go for another shot at someone's fortress or maybe their infrastructure. Now a bunch of hearth being placed down by Jaberwauke so they can heal up. It looks like JG Shots is doing actually some decent harass with these 2 Orc battalions. It looks like, didn't we just see crDT get his Drogoth? Did he die very quickly? I must have missed that. But anyway, Hombre over here. Hombre now with a large force there. He's got some Black Numenorians, some Dark Rangers, but here the Summon Row and allies go by Belsebub. His Cav army, seems to be going maybe to the fortress, or is he going to go for the infrastructure here? He's going to go for one of them, and it might do some serious damage. Jaburwauke and Hombre pretty much having full control of the river part of the southern side of the river, completely denying Special Guest and crDT that farm space. crDT's Drogoth, now level 3, looking to pick up some levels off of these retreating half-troll marauders. It seems that Belsebub's Cav army is rather scattered and not focusing down in structures at a time. Gonna be starting to look at something doing some damage. Level 6 now for Angmar, so he gets the Outlaw Leadership, which means he gets the resources from every kill of any ally nearby. We're here taking out more structures. Level 2 fissure, or actually level 3 fissures here. One by Hkon, the other 2 by Grieven. And these Cav are looking to take them out. One of them might go down. I don't know if the second one will go down, as these are here are about to despawn. Now a beacon by J2 Shots as he points out that there is a Gimli now out for Jaberwauke, as well as a level 3 Brand there for Jaberwauke. The Battle Wagon Lame army from Jaberwauke now moving around, looking to maybe pick something off. Hombre here looking to take down this level 3 archery range by Special Guest. However, he's going to get some, he doesn't need his troops attacked by the Drogoth there. Drogoth can look to take out, maybe not targeting down the Black Numenorians here, you might want to do it better. That Forge Works actually having a high range on his Axe Tower. However, this archery range getting rebuilt, but it still might go down as there is a Hwaldar there. Level 3 for Drogoth. Drogoth actually, he's using the Wing Blast attack, and that is going to stun his Hombre's troops. And Hombre's troops are just not going to be able to get the archery range, even though it's a smidge away from death. Now, a big army here from Grieven, trying to do some damage. I'm not really sure what they were looking to do. Maybe take out some J2 Shots troops, but they are not really consolidated. They are all spread out and not really doing a whole lot of damage. Belsebub still has that battalion of Cav right there. Not put any banners on them. Let's see if he's purchased the banners. He has not purchased banner carriers, and he's not going to get that battalion regenning unless they start harassing. But they can't harass these farms as they are level 3 and will take them out. And this level 3 archery range by Special Guest is going to be able to stay alive. Now some Iron Hills catapults with the fire munitions for Special Guest. Belsebub now pushing up the middle with a large army, upgraded Rangers and Tower Guards. That Drogoth by crDT is now level 5. If he gets level 6, he gets Fireflight. Quite a powerful attack. Almost level 5 now. Some Fire Drakes, though, coming in to do some damage on Belsebub's troops. Belsebub's Cav now running back, but they're going to get caught up in that whirlwind, and those Drakes are just going to start melting troops. However, there is some Menodale backup coming along with Brand from Special Guests. Grieven now pushing in with some troops, actually on the retreat. He has some half trolls there, but not enough troops there to do any damage. With the tower there and the barricade there, catapult more Mordor Orc warriors. Excuse me, Mordor Orc warriors. Mordor Mork. That's a good name, isn't it, guys? In the meantime, Hombre now has some hill trolls and some dark rangers, black Numenorians, all pushing across the river, looking to maybe do some damage to SpecialGue's base. SpecialGue has the oil cast ability, so he can't do any damage on the fort really without losing his troops. But now crDT with a large Spider Raider army still here, not really using it a whole lot, not running around the map picking up things. Gimli level 1 still. They is not going to get any levels off of these troops. These troops are summons and they do not grant power points or experience to anyone. Or at least killing them does. Gloin and Gimli are going to be able to finish them off though, along with crDT's Jaburwauke is going to try and do some damage there. And now the Spider Raiders are going to come in. They got fire arrows. I heard that there is a Spiderling summon going down as on the catapults of J2 shots, and they're going to start getting worked down fairly easily. So Black Orc's now out for J2 shots. No banner carriers though. Grieven with a massive force there. It's a stomp going down from the Giants of Hkon. Not sure what unit was there anyway. Probably some Easterlings from J2 shots. J2 shots now with a couple of battalions of Easterlings and a Orc Archer battalion. Looking to maybe take out this tunnel, but the Archer's not really useful in this position. Might want to pull them back. Now Belsebub's Cav army once again reproduced, rebuilt, recouping. Now going to go for another shot at damaging infrastructure and fortress possibly. Darkness now being cast. Just look at the power points again. So we got Rock Drop, actually got Barrage. I'm calling it Rock Drop now. I've watched too much Master Cloud. You got Rock Drop. Excuse me, once again, Barrage by J2 shots as well as Barricade. 19 power points. He's almost at this 25. 3,704 out of 1,000. Army of the Dead actually for Belsebub. 7 power points, 1,600, 936 out of 925. You have Spiderlings and Cave Bats for Grieven. 10 power points, 1,800, 586 out of 700. 17 power points, Summon Low Tower, so all 3 5s and the Summon Low Tower for SpecialGue. 17 power points, 1,900, 270 out of 460. You have Dwarven Riches for Jaberwauke. 24 power points, 3,800, 938 out of 1,000. crDT has the Darkness. That was crDT's Darkness. Actually, a Blight going down on Belsebub and J2 Shots troops there, and they're going to have to retreat back across the river or risk becoming all whites. And that's going to strand Belsebub's troops there, and he's going to have to push away. I believe I might have misspoken and said it was Jaberwauke. That was Belsebub and J2 Shots. And 468 out of 1,000. Hombre now with a Blight, White, all 3 5s, and the Frozen Land buff. 2,800, 640, and out of 800. You have Hkon with 2,600, 240 out of 900, 13 power points of Darkness. That might have been Hkon's Darkness, actually. Well, no, it's been canceled out by the buff from crDT. 13 power points, 30,000, 240 out of 900. And now some beacons going down as J2 Shots points out this army from Jaberwauke here. It's also Jaberwauke pointing out this Cav army from Belsebub. Belsebub looking to get a kill on maybe Hkon's fort's unupgraded at all. That would be a good pickup right there. However, Belsebub stopping to do some ego damage. I mean, nothing wrong with some ego damage, but when you got a Cav army running in the back of the opponent's base, you want to start doing some damage to the fortress there, so that the infrastructure, some serious damage. Witch King for Hombre now level 4. A Rock Drop now going down on Jaberwauke's troops there, and that's most of, if not all, but one of his battle wagons now gone. crDT with his Cav army now coming in with it. Spider Riders looking to take out all of Jaberwauke's troops. Only thing remaining from that Rock Drop was the Hill Trolls and Morgmir. Actually, a Morgmir now out for Hombre, and the Waldar actually level 9 now. Morgmir for Hombre now level 6. Heard that spawn in again. crDT has lost his his Drogoth, and his level 7 now has the Fireflight ability. Actually, a Citadel summon going up for Jaberwauke. That could be good at holding this position. Might want to get that Dwarven Stonework and use that Mighty Catapult. The beautiful, tempting target right here for that Mighty Catapult. Would have been useful to use it about 10 seconds ago when they first got the Citadel up. This army might move by the time he gets it shot. Still actually engaged with the Dane and Gimli there, though. Boromir now out for Belsebub, and the Tower Guard's looking to take this down, but it's going to get rebuilt, actually, And it looks like he might actually get for the Dwarven Stonework, considering he spent a rebuild on that. Mighty Catapult being used, but not being used. I don't see it firing at all. It just got used, and now it's been spent. Now Grieven and Hkon looking to push. Hkon actually pushing harder than Grieven. Grieven not having as many half trolls there. Not enough. The Wildman summon going down for Hkon. He's able to take out all of J2 Shot's troops there. There's some more troops right here though, and there's a lot of towers here for J2 Shots. He's playing Tower Wars just like Solus was last cast. A level 3 stables there. I like this right here. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Looks like an engagement going to be going on here. This Citadel is going to be going down, as it is apparently not able to get his Dwarven Stonework up. I'm not sure what's holding it back. Possibly the building of these things? No. Oh, it was the Shatter Hammer that prevents the Dwarven Stonework from going up. And actually, Jaberwauke might want to cancel that. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to hold on to that. He's not going to hold on to Citadel any longer. But he will get the Dwarven Stonework, but it is too late, as the fortress is almost, Citadel's almost down. A lot of Menadale firing on brand here from Special Guest. That's going to be some serious damage. The Citadel is going to go down. I heard a rock drop go down on Grieven's troops there. A Witch King actually out now for J2 Shots. Level 3 already with a Dread Wrath. Belsebub once again with a Cav army. Massive. He still has Angmar there. Angmar now level 9. Very high level. But Drogoth now out for, apparently it was Drogoth for Grieven, I heard. Grieven come out with a Drogoth. Start picking off these Easterlings here. A Wildman summon going down. Not sure where that one was. The Wildman, it was crDT's Wildman on these, on these Menadale. A lot of Menadale, they're going to try and target down crDT's Drogoth. Drogoth level 8 now. Almost level 10, he'll have the Incinerate ability. Witch King for Hombre level 5, so he now has the Moral Corruption at level 4. Grieven with a lot of half trolls there. If he can get some upgrades on them, that would be very useful. He actually does have a treasure trove going, level 2. Get the fire arrows coming. He's looking for getting those upgrades on his half trolls. It's going to be very powerful and very easy to start taking things down with them. You see there's Dwarven Riches by Jaberwauke on his things, on his his mine shafts. Level 8 still. But he's got a lot going on here, taking out a lot of units. Actually, a beautiful clump right there. If he can get in right there, he can get a lot of level experience off of that. All those Spider Riders from Jaberwauke are going to end up dying, actually. Not really going to engage in the right manner. Darkness being cast by, I believe it was Hkon. Belsebub actually having a massive Ranger army there. Going to get targeted by those, those Spider Riders, but not before they take out quite a large portion. Heal going down in his army. It looks like there's actually more Cav from Belsebub going in. Not enough again. Still not the Cav army Belsebub needs to take down a fort. Not really getting to use them the way he wants at all right now. Drogoth for crDT is level 8. A lot of clump here. He can get some good levels off of that. Drogoth for Grieven is now level 3. And actually that is the Witch King for J2 Shots, level 5, but he is almost dead and he has to retreat him. The Cav army for Belsebub, though, getting picked off and is really not dealing well for Belsebub. He's not getting what he wants with that Cav army. Hombre now has Mordor. Apparently he lost him. He's level 7. If he gets level 10, he can get that Ruin. It is basically a Shatter Foundation like with Glowing, only I believe it does. Maybe it does without the same damage. They both describe as heavy. Grieven and J2 Shots and Hkon all engaging in the middle, but there comes the Gorgoroth Spire on all of Grieven's troops and a large portion of Hkon's troops. There are some more giants and some more troops from Hkon up here. Actually, some upgrades now from Hkon on his half trolls. Belsebub's Cav army retreating. There's 1, 2, 3 battalions there. 3 battalions. And maybe one more right there. That's most of his Cav army already gone. Actually, a Gorkle now coming out, level 4 again for Hkon. It'd be nice if we could see a level 10 and we can get the call from the depths. A nice little regeneration of unit building structure right here. They stack up to 3 times on their unit regeneration, not on the healing, but on the unit regeneration. Furnaces and hearts do, Hearths, Wells, and Mirrors of Galadriel all do stack up to 3 times. Some more. That Cav from Belsebub's failed attempt again do come back in to heal. Doesn't have the regen station he needs up like they do over here on the Goblins base of Grieven. Now, JD Shots is looking to take back his outpost. Apparently lost it. Some more catapults going out. He's not really getting the upgrades he needs, but his Witch King is still level 5. It is still healing. Has not engaged. Level 3 Troll Cage. You can see some attack trolls come out. And actually, we have a Mumakil pen coming up for J2 Shots. We actually have also 2 Siegeworks here. Neither of them are level 3, so we're not going to see any Black Riders at the moment. Grieven now moving in with a large upgraded force. A lot of upgraded Goblin Archers. Shelob, the Fire Drake Brood, Gorkill. What level is this Gorkill? Gorkill is level 7. We could actually get close to seeing a Call from the Deep maybe this game. Azog using his experience ability. So a lot of upgraded half trolls in there. That could be very powerful. Jaberwauke now pushing in on special guest base. A small force not upgraded except for the Men of Dale, but they only have the fire upgrade. J2 Shots, or excuse me, Jaberwauke does not have a level 3 Siegeworks with the armor. He has not researched Forged Blades either. Now we have a beacon from J2 Shots as he realizes this is a large upgraded force here. This could be some serious damage. He does not have a Mumakil on the way. He does not seem to have any trolls on the way. He is not in the best of position at the moment. J2 Shots now beaconing, I think he's telling Belsebub's army to come back because I need help. The Witch King from J2 Shots now level 6. He has the Screech ability, so he can fear this army. You have the Drogoth for, Grieven there, level 4 now. So he at level 3 he does get the Wing Blast. Apparently, we have it's an Azog out now for crDT. He's got level 7. Got a Wildman summoned by, I think it was Hkon. Yeah, it was Hkon. He goes down to do some more harassing this level 3 Slaughterhouse. Belsebub's Cav army, again in retreat, does seem to have enough that it could potentially take out a fortress still. The Witch King from Hombre, level 8 now, has the Fear and it has the Hour of the Witch King ability. Very powerful, resets all abilities in the selected area. Now a Hero Squad from Special Guest with some catapults, nothing infantry-wise. Could potentially take out this Witch King though if he's not careful. Now this Cav army from Belsebub going for the Fortress of Hkon. The Rohan allies summon, the Hobbit summon, all going down. They're all going to start surrounding this fort here. Grieven now pushing in. Drogoth is now level 4. There's a beacon from Grieven. There's a Creebane summon, or a Bat summon, the debuff. But now Belsebub is running away from the fortress. There was nothing there that could have stopped them. I didn't see any powers, didn't hear anything. Actually a Watcher now, as Belsebub starts to run away, maybe going back for the fortress, but that Watcher is going to just be caught right there in the middle, and it's a good shot. I wouldn't have had the Watcher over here in the fortress. Watcher now getting there, then the Fell Wind pulling them all in, going to kill even more. The Snowbind going down the fort, and Belsebub's chance of this fort is once again going to be stunted. He's going to be turned away. Hombre now with a upgraded force moving in towards Belsebub's base. Kind of a cheeky move there, moving diagonally across the map there. Some upgraded archers now from J2 Shots pushing across the river. Looking to do some damage. Actually, Hkon does not have any troops in Grieven's base at the moment. There's however a large force from Grieven here. Half Troll Swordsmen, half Troll Marauders, and lots of Goblin Archers fully upgraded. Hkon's force now trying to take out this level 2 Siegeworks, along with the Witch King there. The Witch King for J2 Shots is still level 6. He's taken some fire from those Dark Rangers and might want to engage this battalion. He's not going to, and might just lose that Witch King. Grieven versus J2 Shots here. J2 Shots is going to lose most of his archers. Oh, but the Rock Drop coming in. And that is going to take out most of, if not all, of Grieven's troops there. Now this Belsebub's Cav army once again getting turned away, having to run back scattered and broken. The Drogoth for Grieven is level 5. Hombre now with the Ice Summon does take out one of the Siegeworks. Is looking to take out the second one. Might just get it. The catapults, 2 of them queued up. That's 1,200 resources right there. If he loses this, he will lose those 1,200 resources. Very close, but he does. Actually, no, he does not. I did not see those units there, and he will lose that and lose 1,200 resources as well. Now, Hombre pushing in with some Dark Rangers. Not really going to do much with just the Dark Rangers. Jaburwauke not having a lot either. Neither of them going for the upgrades, or excuse me, Jaburwauke not going for the upgrades that he needs. He still is sitting on the level 2 Forge. There was Devastation used right there. That was a lot of money right there. Now, Azog, excuse me, and Gorkill for Grieven there. Grieven's Gorkill is now level 8. This Cav here is going to get some healing over at this well again by Belse, but again, not enough wells there to regen fast enough. He needs to be giving this Cav moving fast, even though we'll lose a lot. Grieven now pushing in with a lot of upgraded half-trolls. And a level 7 Drogoth. This Drogoth by crDT is level 10 now. Has the Incinerate ability, which is basically a Dragon Strike, level 25 power for Isengard. I heard a rumble somewhere, I'm not sure what that was. But that Incinerate ability by crDT is actually, or the icon for it, I believe it's the same as Azog's. It is the same as his Brigandage. And actually, an Army of the Dead summon finally going down by Belse. He was saving that. Might have held on to it for a little bit too long, as he's been holding on to it for the past, I think, 10 minutes. If I'm not mistaken. They are going to start eating up all of Hkon's troops. Hkon trying to get his Azog away, but Belse was going to see that and chase it down with his Army of the Dead. And with all that time still on there, they're going to get that Azog down. Now an engagement here on the right side. Hombre here with some upgrade half-trolls and some Dark Rangers against some, a lot of Spider Riders by crDT. He's going for a Spider Rider Cav army. That Incinerate is still not used by his level 10 Drogoth there, but it seems that Hombre is going to be turned away. Level 9 now for Glowing here. We can get one more level. We can get a Shatter Hammer in this match. Level 10 for Bran has the Beast Slayer arrow. Jaburwauke now has a decent force here in the middle here. No upgrades again. Wants to go for those upgrades. The Cav army from Belsebub now moving up again to the middle. Actually, some troops from Belsebub, some ground troops approaching, but the Rangers were out of position and they're going to get trampled by the Spider Rider army. Again, Belsebub seems to be going for the harass with this Cav army. Not really going what he wants. Some Coda out though. Finally, needs some Coda in that army to do some serious damage to the fortress. Grieven now pushing again. He's got quite a lot of. Actually, no, that's quite a lot. That's about 6 or 7 battalions of upgrade half trolls there, but there's an attack troll there for Jeju shots. The spider summon by, I believe it was Grieven, maybe Hkon, but that attack troll is going to easily taken down by those upgraded half trolls. But the spider summon going down, taking out the catapults there. That cavalry army from Belsebub still not targeting a fort quite yet. crDT and Special Guest now pushing up across the river. Might actually be able to push back across the river for the first time since the first 10 minutes of the game. And there goes the Incinerate ability by crDT's Drogoth. He's going to get taken down by all these Dark Rangers over here. And now we're taking out quite a large portion. Belsebub's Cav army not really finding anything they can do. A large portion over here, but some of them are split off, and that is actually going to cost them a little bit. With 1, 2, 3 battalions spread off from the rest, they're not going to be able to work on a fortress as easily. We now have this push across the middle by Jaberwauke, or excuse me, Special Guest and crDT might just be successful. Watcher not going down on Hombre and Jaberwauke's troops there, but a rock drop not going on crDT and Special Guest forces there. Going to eliminate most of theirs. Gloin's going to go flying. It seems that Jaberwauke, or excuse me, Belsebub is going to use Earthquake on this fortress here, and he is going to start working on that. The Coda on the fort. This fortress is going to start taking damage. The Hobbit summon, the Dunedain summon, but there is some forces attacking them. There is Wildman summon they're coming in, a rebuild going down, and a Snowbind going on the fortress. And this Cav army is just not going to be able to do it, as there is now an overwhelming force here. They're going to have to retreat and recoup again. Again, Belsebub getting turned away with that Cav army, not really proving effective like he wants them to. This level 4 battalion is going to get targeted down by Grieven's Drogoth. Grieven's Drogoth level 7 now. He has a Fireflight ability. A level 4 battalion now working on a tunnel in the back of Hkon's base. An upgraded tower guard from Belsebub. Belsebub all over the map with his units, very spread out. Not getting targeted out by Hombre there. It's probably actually not a great idea considering he is not going to be able to do much damage alone when he's spread out all over the map. This Cav army looking to get back home and heal up. We'll probably be able to do that, but they're going to take some serious losses. Now a Gandalf, and actually a Balrog summon from, who is this? I don't know who that was. I can only assume it was Hkon. He seems like he would be the highest ahead in the power points. Grieven went for lower power points, while Hkon went for higher points. I can look at that real quick. Hkon Yeah, that was actually not Hkon's. Who was that? Was that Grieven's? That was Grieven's Balrog there. But you saw Gandalf's lightning sword actually does very high damage with the Balrog and takes it out before the Balrog can do much damage to the infrastructure here. Kind of like the night shift that's caused by darkness on this map. A blight going down on crDT and special guest here, and that's going to push them back toward the base. And it looks like they're trying to push in and take out crDT or crDT, excuse me. I was the wrong person, or special guest. crDT's fort not really having any expansions. It's upgraded a little bit. It's got the dragons that's upgraded, but it doesn't have any expansions on it. Now we hear a Mumak coming out for J2 shots, I believe. Yeah, there was a Mumak there from a level 2 Mumak pit, or Mumak pen. Oh, upgraded army once again from Grieven. Someone's going to go in. That Mumak kill actually could be very powerful against this upgraded army, as it might not take a lot of damage, but it will be able to take out a lot of these units with one trample. Hkon with a large upgrade force here. He's upgrading them right now, I believe, or is attempting to start upgrading them. This cav force from Belsebub now retreating finally back home. He's got some, or actually maybe he's looking to do some damage because he's got 2 Coda out, and he did not have that a second ago. Now have a Citadel summon going up by Jaberwauke. He's going to actually damage some of his and allies' troops. He should probably use that Mighty Catapult very soon. That's the Drogoth of crDT back in action, and actually might be better to let his Drogoth die in terms of time, as he can get that Incinerate back faster. Jaburwauke now pushing across the force with the large troops, trying to cement his hold on this side of the river. These Hkons, I believe these are crDTs working on these upgraded hill trolls by Hombre there. Jaberwauke looking in to try and push, and here comes Hkon trying to go and pushing on J2 shots. There's going to be a Muma kill there though, and that's going to be a problem. A lot of upgraded troops over here, taken out though, a lot of them by that Muma kill. Not much remaining actually. There's going to be a Wildman summon? Not a Wildman, a Men of Dale summon going down by Jaberwauke, but the Stone Cloud's going down by the southern team, and the crDT's Drogoth is going to just start having full reign of the skies as nothing is able to start targeting him. Hkon actually having to deal with a level 5 battalion of Rohirrim here. Belsebub might want to get him out before they get out. That's level 5. That is a nice battalion right there. These troops probably want to retreat, as there is not enough there to do much damage there. The Muma kill from J2 shots going down didn't seem to do a whole lot of damage to Hkon's army. Hkon has a lot of upgraded half trolls there, but crDT now has his Drogoth in, and he's going to start doing some damage. Here comes Belsebub now with another cav army, possibly looking to do some infrastructure damage there. Meanwhile, J2 shots, or Jaberwauke, is trying to push again, trying to get in here, trying to cement his hold and get in on special guest base here. Hombre now pulling all of his forces to go take care of this cav army. Some of them, not really many forces here for, or not much in the way of force on the field. Not much in the way of forces on the field for Hombre here. Actually, the Grieven's Drogoth uses the Firefight ability at level 9. The Earthquake going down, trying to take out the fortress, not going to be enough. And now a Balrog, though, coming in from crDT. And while he's not going to do high damage to the fort, he can start taking out all his infrastructure right over here. Grieven now coming in with a massive army, incredibly large army of half-trolls here. I would say that's at least 10 battalions of upgrade half-trolls, marauders, and swordsmen. Shelob's in there, his heroes are in there. Lazog is level 10. Is Gorkil level 10? Gorkil is level 10, and he has the Call from the Deep ability. That is so amazing, the Call from the Deep. It summons in 3 Fire Drakes, as you will see probably later on in the game. The cav army from Belsebub, again, turned away, just stunted, nipped in the bud once more, just not able to do what Belsebub wants, and it's probably very aggravating for him. Coda in the back of Jaberwauke's base. Jaberwauke's Brand probably moving the gaze and realizes that's our Coda. They could probably take me out really easy. I hear a Shade of Wolf going down by Hombre. He's now summoning on top of Special Guy's army. He's going to start working on everything. There's actually a Gimli out for there's a Gimli out for special guest here, but Gimli just gets sent massively flying by that Shade of Wolf. And now it looks like Grieven's army of massive army of upgraded half trolls is going to be pushed away. The dragon, however, from Grieven doing some infrastructure damage. A lot of his J2 shots infrastructure right there is destroyed. That dragon going down though before it can time out. Hombre with a large force here. 3 battalions of spider riders, 3 or 4 half trolls. Might want to get some upgrades on these other ones. And 2 fire drake broods. Might want to get his dragon's nest so we can get his fire drakes going. Has now just purchased his collector edition features. Just heard something. That was a rock drop going down on Hkon's forces. Gonna get both of his battalions of, both of his hordes of, I'm brain farting for a second. Both of his hordes of fire drake broods are gonna be able to survive. Now we're even having the Spiderling summon, but Gandalf using the lightning sword tries to take out everything in there that was of the enemy's team, but then Gorkill using the poison stinger ability, taking out Gandalf, and then dying himself to the tower guards. The Shade of Wolf now despawning. Mordor almost level 10. The Witch King now level 10. Seer DT's Drogoth has used his Incinerate ability recently. It looks like Grieven is once again pushing. He's got a lot more half trolls coming in. He just loves his half trolls. But again, they are a very powerful unit, very tanky, and they are the tech up for the goblins and infantry units. More cav again from Belsebub. He's looking to maybe try and get a fort still, some infrastructure, stop his opponents. Not really working out for him so far. He's tried 3 or 4 times already this game, and all those times he's been stunted. One of them actually, he almost had the fort there, but he did not manage to make that fort, and that is just. It was actually kind of disappointing to watch that he ran away from the fort when he had the fort, and he had it right in front of him, and he just wandered away. I'm not sure what he was doing for it there. Level 7 now, King Danny for special guest. It'd be amazing to see to get level 8. The Royal Guard with the most amazing sound file in the game, in my opinion. More cav for Belsebub coming out. Another builder coming out. He wants to increase his production of buildings. Level 2 on that. That fire drake brood there. J2 or Jaberwauke now with the upgraded catapults now has the fire shot, so he has upgraded his Forge Works to level 3. But again, I did not pay attention to that. But there was a Balrog summon that did manage to take out almost all his infrastructure here. But the level 3 Hall of Warriors, level 3 Forge Works, and that is where he got the fire shots. But now CRDT's Drogoth coming in, taking out both of those Iron Hills catapults, using the fire flight on a lot of Dark Rangers there. But it has to go in retreat now that there's more Dark Rangers. Belsebub's cav army once again on the move. Not sure where he's going this time. The brand of Jaberwauke kind of out of position, getting targeted down, by a lot of Men of Dale. Might have wanted to use that slam shot on him. Now a rock drop going down. Not sure whose forces that was supposed to be on, as it hits both Jaberwauke's and special guest troops there. The cavalry from Belsebub moving in, looking for another fort to snipe. A massive, massive horde of half trolls here. Just Grieven going with a lot of half trolls, and actually, if you can hear, Sauron has just been purchased by Hombre 50 minutes into the game. It was a while coming, but we all knew that it was going to be a Sauron later on. Fireflight now going on Belsebub's cav army, and that is going to be a large portion, most of his cav army right there in that Fireflight. And once again, it looks like he's going to be turned away with his cav army. Grieven, look at this force from Grieven. That's got to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 half troll battalion, 14. He has got just the half troll, just a horde of half trolls there. Forget an army, just a horde now. CRDT with a very nice upgraded army here. His Incinerate on this Drogoth is 3/4 of the way back almost. Hombre now looking to maybe push across the river. He's got his Sauron coming on the way. He wants to use that Sauron to help push in the fort, deal some damage, but he wants to be careful when he puts that Fires of Doom, as it does leave a fire trail and you can't put your units inside of it without them burning. Now this massive, massive half-troll army from Grieven coming in. Air volley going down, missing majority of the troops though. The half-trolls looking to go in. Grieven wants to get his troops in on that fort. If he can get them all in the surrounding the fort, they can take out that fort in a few seconds, would be my guess. The Mumakil though, looking for a good trample maybe on them. CRDT's Drogoth coming in, and these actually have no air support, and or anti-air abilities, and they're gonna be. And Grieven's like, I just gotta get out of here. He's gonna start running away. Again, Belsebub leaves some cav units lying around, and they are just not able to do what he wants. This cav army that he's been building. Jaberwauke with a lot of phalanxes, doesn't want to deal with Belsebub's cav army. Fires the catapult and walks right into the firing spot. Kind of a mistake there, but you know, it's how the catapults work. They fire and then you start walking towards where they fired. Like this one right here. Oh, I thought he was going to fire right in this spot there. A Wildman summon coming down for Hkon there. He's going to take out those rangers there. The Muma kill for J2 shots apparently was able to take out a number of the half trolls, not as much as you would think. Here comes Hkon, crDT's army and Hkon's army, both engaging right by the outpost there. Some giants from Hkon there. The Watcher actually going down. Not sure where that one went down. So a lot of heroes there for Grieven. Drake is now out for crDT, but it's going to go down. Watcher, not sure where the Watcher went down. Where did that Watcher go? I do not know where that Watcher went down. But there is now a Balrog going up for, excuse me. A Balrog going up for, I'm not sure, I think that's Hkon's? Hkon's Balrog. I think I just saw it just a second ago. Yeah, Grieven's Balrog is back, and someone's gonna pay. He's gonna use that Breathe Fire to take out many of these. Actually, not gonna do enough damage there. Nazgul gonna go down there. I believe it's the Witch King there. But there's a call from the Deep ability from the level 10 Gorkle, and it is just an amazing ability. 3 Fire Drakes. They're gonna start getting targeted down by the Mumakil though. There was the Fireball from the Mordor fort there. Mumakil's gonna burn to death actually. There's gonna be, here comes the Balrog from Hkon in the north. Belsebub's cav army is once again looking around, trying to find something to strike. The fortress for Special is actually in trouble, as it seems that there's Sauron in there versus the dragon. There's a Blight going down by Hombre there. He's gonna look to get some easy whites there, and with the Menadale there, he might be able to do it. The Sauron just used his fire system a while ago, just used the spear. The dragon is gonna start doing some serious damage actually. The Hombre's Witch King apparently is burning or something. I think he's almost dead. And Sauron is gonna go down, it looks like. The dragon in the fortress, he is gonna just die. Here comes Belsebub's, I hear Belsebub's army of the dead, and he is gonna stop any sort of, he's gonna kill off the Fire Drakes there, Fire Drake broods, half trolls, as Belsebub is looking to take out this fort. The ring has been dropped, but Belsebub is now going for the fort. He might actually get one finally this time. The dragon, I believe it was crDT's dragon there, and that was very key in defeating Sauron there. Grieven now doing some damage to the infrastructure of J2 shots again. A Gothmog now on the field for J2 shots. Actually level 4, there was Azog dying right there under the hooves of a Mumakil. And actually that is going to be the fortress of Grieven there. That is going to start tipping the balance of the game toward the southern team's favor, I do think. The cav army from Belsebub finally starting to do its work. Gandalf actually in the cav army, not something you typically see. You typically see a Theoden actually. There has been something to think about. I have not seen a Theoden at all. It is a glorious charge, been very useful for Belsebub, as they would not have taken as much damage or trample damage. They would have been able to buff on the fortress. It would have been very useful, and there's been no Theoden at all in Belsebub's army there. Not sure what happened there. However, you do have King Dane is actually level 9 for, for special guest, and you're gonna have a King Dane. Is that Jaberwauke's? That is actually special guest. You got level 10 glowing for special guest. Here comes the cav army. The snowbind goes down on Hkon's level 3 fissure, I believe it's level 3. But the rest of the production structures here are gonna start going down, and I actually don't know if Grieven has anything else anywhere else. Maybe a builder. This could actually be close to the end of the game. It's a massive Dark Ranger army coming over to help protect the fortress here from Hombre. And I think Grieven has been defeated. He did not have any more structures, and that is going to be him out of the game. This fortress now has the ring in it. Could see a Sauron coming out. Don't think so, because the game does look like it's coming to a close. Drogoth for crDT is now back out. And actually, Hombre quits out of the game after Grieven is defeated, leaving Jaberwauke in charge of his troops, and Jaberwauke's newly acquired Dark Rangers are all going to get rock dropped to death. Now his force, Jaburwauke's force in the middle is going to try and maybe do some damage, but with 2 players out now, there's 3 fortresses on the ground. Actually, just saw the fortress of Jaburwauke. He is quitting out now. He's deleting all of his buildings, it would seem. Yes, I think that is going to be Jaburwauke quitting out of the game. He's not even going to like just leave the game. He's going to quit out so all of his units are destroyed, and that is going to leave Hkon alone against the forces of the bottom side of the southern side of the river. I do not know if he can handle this. There does not seem to be enough forces on his side of the river to handle it, let alone enough troops. I'm not exactly sure where this unit is. I have selected as a Drogoth, probably crDT's Drogoth. It was crDT's Drogoth. Still level 10, still has the incinerate on standby. Hkon's Goblin Cave over here, over in Hombre's old base, is it going to get targeted down? Might want to target it down. But Hkon now trying to fortify his base, trying to maybe withstand this onslaught for just a little while longer. But again, this Cav army from Belsebub now finally paying off. Level 7 Gandalf. Excuse me, another burp. I'm burping a lot this cast. Dane now still level 9. You got Glowing level 10. Gimli is level 8. So all of the Dwarven heroes have their powers. You just heard actually I think that was Hkon has finally, at like an hour into the game, when he's almost definitely hopelessly doomed for, he has gotten a Drogoth. He's done what I would do. If you feel like you're done, don't quit out. Just try and make it fun. Now, excuse me, crDT now moving around. He has taken out that Goblin Cave. He's going to look to try and maybe eliminate all units here. A builder for Hkon over here, he could sneak something, but as you just heard, actually, it appears that as soon as crDT got the ring, he started building Sauron. He must have had a lot. We did see earlier in the game that he was cash floating quite a lot. And actually, this cast, I've not been very good at looking at the PowerPoints, but I feel like that would just distract too much from the action going on in the game here. We would miss a lot more. Special Guest not really moving his forces in. He's kind of letting his allies finish off Hkon here. Might want to help out, because I do not think this will be as easy a takedown as one would think. Although there is Belsebub's Cav army on standby. If he can get this taken out, that could be very useful. And now a Glowing Azog, level 9 now. There's a Balrog song going down. Fires of Doom, I believe, going down on Hkon's fortress. However, no melee units are going to be able to engage, as there is fire now around there, and anything that gets in there will start to burn to death. And actually, it looks like another Balrog coming in. There is J2 shots. There is crDT's. That Mumakill, actually I can see a lot of fire damage from that Fires of Doom fire. And it is going to die very quickly. Not going to be able to do much damage to the fort. These here tower guards actually not taking a whole lot of damage at the moment from the fire. I'm kind of impressed. And it looks like there's going to be a Goblin Cave from Hkon there. He's going to get it up in time before his fort goes down. The level 3 Fissure over here, not producing any more units. A lot of building rubble, but it's not being taken out yet. It appears that Hkon's Drogoth did not last very long. A Spiderling summon going down by crDT. Going to try and do some more eco damage. Wildman summon. There's everyone throwing down all of their summons now. I think that was actually intended as a troll on Belsebub's army there, as it was so close to that and not really doing much damage to that. Junior Dane summon. Everyone's throwing their summons as they know the game is pretty much over. However, the game is not over, as Hkon has a Goblin Cave up and is building another fortress. Actually, I think that's the foundation of a fortress there over in the back of Hombre's old base. Special Guest now walking into the back of Hombre's old base. Don't know if anyone sees this yet. It's at 15%. Actually, a beacon by Belsebub. He has Ivory Tower, I believe. He does. Actually, there is a... Is that what I think it was? It was a... It was the fireball from the Gorgoroth Spire fired at his ally. It's kind of hilarious right there. Here comes Special Guest. He has found it. And there it is, the most amazing sound file in the game, the Royal Guard summon by King Dane. They're going to both go, all the Royal Guards are going to go ham-fist on this fortress, and actually it is not going to get a chance to get built. And I believe that is the last building for, Hkon there. Hkon might have another building somewhere. But actually with that building rubble, he is able to, or he is eliminated from the game. This has been a great game, actually. Wonderful. Love the back and forth of it up till that final push, that ability from Belsebub to finally make full use of his Cav army there. Really enjoyed that game. Lots of fun, lots of massive stuff going on. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I intend to start doing a lot more casts, getting more stuff like this, more 4v4s, 3v3s, 2v2s, 1v1s. Not sure I'm going to do any custom games at the moment, but again, I hope you all enjoy what I'm putting out, and I hope to just get a lot more pumped out. Thank you all so much for watching. Y'all have a great day. See you in the next one.
And do